Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Daggerfall, or Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, PERMADEATH run. I forgot what the fuck I entitled this video. Something like that. PERMADEATH run, episode 2, whatever. So yeah, I started this series up a few days ago on New Year's, and it seems to be very well received on YouTube so far, so I figured I'd hop back in and do another video. I also want to go ahead and point out that I've got a one total Minecraft stack now of subscribers on YouTube, like 64, 65, something like that. And I've got 35 or so followers on Twitch. And the goal right now is 45. So if you're new to the stream, new to the channel on YouTube, be sure to hit that follow or subscribe button. It really helps me grow. And I guess let's get right back into it. So Cupid was the permadeath character. Yeah, so I've got this one save exactly where I left off. So if I die in this episode, I have to delete this character and start over. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight, but hopefully not until I die. Hopefully I can make it pretty far here. It looks like I'm in the Fighters Guild. Pretty sure I joined them already. Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm going to take a rest until I'm fully healed. And normally one of the exploits you can do is like, or not really an exploit, normally one of the smart things you should do when playing Daggerfall is save before grabbing quests, because they tend to break easily. A lot of the quests bug out and just like don't work anymore in this game, but where I'm doing permadeath, I can't like make any extra saves, so if a quest breaks, it just breaks. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a quest from this guy. We're starting off really weak here. Actually, as a matter of fact, before I grab a quest, let's double check my gold. 504. And let's check my affiliations. I don't remember which factions I joined last episode. Just Fighters Guild. Okay, neat. Is there a Mages Guild in this city? There should be. This is the capital. Yeah, it's pretty sure it's this building. Alright, let's go in here and rest until daytime. What time is it anyways? 6 p.m.? So it's good, like 17 hours. Ah, that was the wrong button. Wait until healed. 16 hours. Rest. Sorry, excuse me, my throat's a little dry. Might hear me clearing it a lot. Just took a nice sip of tea, so should be better. Archery has improved. Nice. I'm gonna head over to the Mages Guild right now and see if I can't buy some extra spells like Levitation or Mark and Recall, something like that. Let's pull up the map. Mages Guild was like straight north from here. Really, I want to be saving up after I buy these spells so I can get a horse and wagon. That'll help out tremendously in that helps out tremendously in Daggerfall, but especially since I'm playing with all these difficulty modifiers on, like permadeath and shit. Running and jumping gonna be the fastest way for me to get around town while I don't have a horse. When I do get a horse too, I have another mod as well called Roleplay and Realism, where if I'm like running around in town on my horse, I can accidentally hit people and kill them, and I can get a crime against the city for that. So I want to be careful even when I'm on my horse, especially since I can't be making all kinds of saves to save my ass. So I'm in the Mages Guild. Let's see if I can't join them. Alright, they let me join them. Now let's look for the spell seller. Is it you? No. What about you? It's a spell maker. God, this place is horribly laid out. You? That's teleportation. You? This looks like Daedra Summoning. Yeah, it's definitely Daedra Summoning. This is a roof. Okay. What about in here? This is just a bookshelf. You! Ah, that's training. Damn it. Where the hell's the spell seller? I like how I've went in every single room but the one where the spell seller is. It's just gonna be in the last room that I walk into, guarantee it. I'll have opened every single door in this building before I find her. Or him. We will see. Aha! Yes. Okay, so levitation, for sure. It's kind of expensive. I want levitation and mark and recall. Or recall, whatever it's called. Okay. I think I can afford them both. Looks like. There's recall. What about levitation? It leaves me with 173 gold. I can go ahead and favorite those. I want levitate to be like number 6. And I want recall to be number 9. Yeah, the last button on my top bar there. Okay, there we go. Looks good, looks good. I'm pretty sure that first thing there, this is a arcane arrow. Yeah. And this is self ruse. Alright, so I've got some basic level spells here. This will do for now. Let's head back to the Fighters Guild and get a quest. Fighters Guild is south. Kind of a long journey. Not too bad. This city's not as big as Daggerfall. Or like, you know, Sentinel. Personally, my favorite city in the game, like of the main 3, is Wayrest. Because I love Dark Elves. Just about there, I think. I should be able to see the building without pulling up the map. Yeah, it's that castle one right there. Quick tip for anyone new to Daggerfall. If you're looking for like different guild halls where you're in the towns, it's usually the funny shaped buildings, like the castle shaped ones. The ones that are just kind of shaped like houses are just, they're probably houses. Yeah, this is definitely a guild hall. The Fighters Guild will always look exactly like this. Like your first Minecraft house. So let's rest in here for now. And see about grabbing a quest. So I think the easiest quest I can grab would be like the animal infestation one. Get quest. Runaway pet? Is that it? No, wild animal. Okay, I have a request from a local citizen. It seems a wild animal has gotten into his place. We need someone to kill the thing. The guild will pay you 170. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Cupid. Get over to the Kingston residence here in town. Get it done. And one day, nobody wants animal left roaming around in their place. Hey, what kind of animal is it in the Kingston residence? Pretty sure it's a spider. Last time it was a bear. Last time I was playing this. Okay, well I can kick a spider's ass. So we're gonna have to ask somebody for directions because we have no idea where the Kingston's residence is. So let's go locations. Go down here to general Kingston's residence. So she told me it's north, but just telling me the general direction does not help. I need you to mark it on my map. And she did. Okay, so now we can find the Kingston residence. Looks like it's just like northwest of here. Let's head that way. All the way north first. Lean west a little. It's past the hedges that make out the letter S. So all I have right now is my basic ebony dagger. Well, it's not really basic. Ebony's pretty powerful, which I started with this, and my my bow. Should be this thing. Yeah, very slow transition between switching hands. So you got to be quick about it. Oh, walked way past the Kingston residence. All right, so now it's northeast. Just about there. Turn left here. One of these two buildings. Pretty sure it's that one. Nah, this is just a regular residence. Ah, it's this one. Of course it was. Okay, so taking out a spider shouldn't be too bad. Let me pause real quick so I can hit my vape. Gotta bring my my stress meter down. I don't want to die to a fucking spider. I have immunity to paralysis and things like that, so this... Yeah, spider is dead. Is that the only spider, though? Because usually there's more. I think that's it. Huh. Nice. Alright, well, let's get out of here. What time is it? 6 p.m.? Hopefully the Fighters Guild is still open, even. Yeah, it's all the way southeast. I just made a very quick 170 gold and a bit of reputation. So yeah, as I get my Fighters Guild rep up, I'll be able to get different quests with them. Plus people will just respect me more just for being, you know, higher rank in the Fighters Guild. Eventually when I get some levels going, I say like level 3 or 4, maybe 4. On level 4 is when I'm going to go out and start actually adventuring. Because I'm kind of scared at the moment, not going to lie. I don't want to die within the first few episodes of this playthrough. Fighter's Guild is directly to my left here. Or right, my dyslexic ass. Oh. Let's turn in the quest. Thank you, sir. Some quick money and rest. Well, actually, before rest, let's see if I can't get any training. Guess I'll take training in Orcish. 111 for a single lesson. Also pay 1,000 for 5 days total. Let's just do the single lesson. There went like almost half my gold, honestly. It'll be fine. I'll make more gold. My jumping, Orcish, and running has improved. Huzzah. What does my running even look like right now? Minor skills. Running and jumping is 20 and 27. Nice. Okay. Let's continue the adventure. Hopefully there's a knighthood here, or some kind of religion. This is one of the modded guilds, I know for a fact. This is the Archaeologist Guild, which is another mod I have installed. I'm pretty sure this is some type of religion, but I have no idea which one. It's 3 AM. Let's go back into the Fighters Guild. Ah, shit. I guess rest for 3 hours at a time. Yeah, you can only loiter legally for 3 hours at a time in Daggerfall, or it is a crime. So they open at 11 AM. There we go, should be good to go. Alright, let's get another quest, shall we? So, the smartest thing for me to do would probably be just to like grind out this one. We'll just do it again for another 170. The Hawkhart residence in town. So looking for the Hawkhart residence. What kind of animal is it? This time it's a tiger. It is actually much more difficult. If it's too bad, I can try and like fly around it. Alright, let's go talk to an NPC. Find directions again. Locations. Back. General down here. Hawkhart. Okay, so she doesn't know, or she's not gonna help me. One of the two. What about this odd-looking bloke right here? Locations. Previous. General. Hawkhart. Northwest. Mark it on my map. Thank you. Damn, it is northwest. It's like all the way northwest. Well, I guess this is good training for my running and jumping. This would be so much faster if I had a horse. Traversing the towns is pretty fun in Daggerfall. You're probably going to see me do a lot of it, because outside the walls is not very safe. Okay, so I'm like all the way east. I need to be going north. Fucking east. West is where I was going. Shit. Alright, back this way. Northeast instead of west. Dyslexia and Daggerfall are not a good combo. Nah, I'm just kidding. This game is fun as fuck. By the way, I want to let everybody know, it is a free install, by the way. Like, Daggerfall has been completely free ever since, like, last year. You can install it on Steam to get the base version, but the version I'm playing right now is installed on GOG. So head over to godgalaxy.com and you can install Daggerfall with a lot of mods already pre-installed. For completely for free. And I think it's only like 3 gigs or something like that. So it's a pretty small install as well. This is obviously not a super big game. On the way back from doing this quest, actually I may just do it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a spell called Stam, just stamina, which will just let me restore my stam. I don't have any mods for like restoring fatigue and magicka passively, like newer Elder Scrolls games. I'm doing the old school shit, so my stam and magicka does not restore unless I rest or use the spell to do it. If I remember correctly, the spell giver is like... This way? Shit. In here. No. Alright, here we go again, looking for this bastard. I need to just remember, because I'm going to be in this town for a minute. Alright, so starting from here, pretty sure we went back this way. There he is. So walk in, turn left, go straight. That's all I gotta do. Buy spell. How much is the spell called Stam? Only 72? Sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna put that in my 3 slot. 3. The icon for Arcane Arrow and Stam look strikingly similar. So what I can do with a mod is change the way the icons look. What's up, Wildloth? How's it going, buddy? Seen you've been streaming Terraria the past few days. How's that going, dog? The basic icon for this is like that, I think. I'm gonna change it to like this green cloud. I know what that means. And I'm gonna change the icon for Zelbruze. Nah, that's fine. Arcane Arrow. Let's make it look more Arcane Arrow-like. This looks neat. Okay. I think I gotta refavorite them for it to apply. Hotkey 1. I've been here for a while, I forgot to unmute. Oh, lol. Well, nice seeing you. Alright, so let's get... Oh, I changed the icon for a different spell. Stam. There we go. But that is 3. Alright, now I got my spells memorized. I don't know why I set the levitation one to be like a moon. May change that. Which one of these represents levitate? I like using the classic ones because these just look like too cool. They really don't fit in the game. Like it really looks like my hotbar came from an MMO or something. I actually wanted to ask you about a Terraria thing. With all the hard mode masochism you've been doing, I wanted to invite you to stream with us. We've been trying to master mode. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super good at Terraria, but I would totally love to. I've only beaten Terraria like twice, I think, and I have never played modded. Hayden's been trying to get me to play modded for like a while, the Calamity mod. Also, there's a bit of a twist that we got going. Since it's our first time, we're gonna bring one item over from our previous run. This is just vanilla. We'll do modded later. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind doing a vanilla. Are we doing like are y'all doing like hardcore characters? Because I think that would be more fun. It can't be a weapon. Okay, well that's fair. I'm probably just gonna grab a drill then. I like mining in Terraria. So I think the spell that best represents levitate is probably like fucking, I have no idea. This shit. Yeah, that means levitate. Why? Don't ask. I'm gonna set that as 6. Okay, so now in my brain, I'm gonna know exactly what those spells do. Alright, let's head over to the Hawkheart residence that I was originally doing. So yeah, speaking of doing a like a hardcore Terraria run, yeah, I totally wouldn't mind. I'd have to fit it into my stream schedule. I'm trying to stream Daggerfall like once every few days, every other day, and Skyrim and Outer Worlds on the weekend. So like I might skip a Skyrim or a Outer Worlds playthrough one weekend and join y'all on the Terraria. Like graphically, or in terms of polish. Oh, this game, missed your previous comment. This game looks better than Oblivion for some reason, like graphically, in terms of polish. I get what you're saying. Oblivion looks like garbage. It looks like it's all made out of Play-Doh. I also have a lot of mods to make the graphics look way better. So, it's not really a fair comparison. Even though this game did come out in like 1998 or 1993, something like that. I think this is the residence I'm looking for. So, I'm not going to use any magic during this fight. I'm just going to use my dagger. So let's just spend all our magic getting my stam back up. Welcome. Yeah, so I think the interior lighting looks 1,000 times better than like outside. The tiger is kind of scary. Oh shit. It's phasing through the wall. I don't really want to let him hit us. All I've got's a dagger. Well, no, that's not true. I've got the bow, too. I'm just probably going to miss with the bow. Why I'm not using it. Fuck, he's already hit me once. Put me at half health. Alright, yeah, let's get out of here for now. One more hit and that would have been the end of the end of the Let's Play right there. Yikes, a tiger gif. Watch out. Yeah, everything in this game is just walking gifs. I think the smartest thing to do would be to go into one of these taverns real quick and rest. The Flying Fairy. Okay, where is a tavern keep? Not you, that's obviously a wizard. You. Give me a room. It's gonna cost me 5 gold, don't give a shit. Imagine if Moloch Ball summoned regular tigers to come fight you instead of Daedra. That would be way funnier. I feel like that'd be something Hercene would do. He just summons an army of, like, regular-ass deer. I'm healed. It's pretty late now, but the Hawkheart residence should still be open. Ah, flavor text. In these dark hours of the night, even the slightest noise seems to echo out. You can barely perceive someone being accosted by a thug in the dark. Come on, don't mug me off. You can't do this. By my father's name. Do you intervene and stop the robbery? Do I? Yeah, sure, let's try and stop this robber. Alright. You shout to stop the altercation, and it gets hostile. Sneer in response. You'd better well know what you're doing. This is worded so fucking hilariously. Stop, member of the Thieves Guild. You hear as the robber's attention turns to you. Okay. Let me read your comment real quick. Can you beat all 10 races in this game? I think there's actually 8 or 9 playable races normally in Elder Scrolls, and no, you can't be an orc in this game. Orcs are still considered like bad guys. This is an archer. 2 hits, easy as shit. The robber's target bows before you. Thank you, kind soul. Even Mara's grace does not protect the unwary these days. I carry nothing with me, but will tell my family what you've done for me. I pray the reward. I pray that be reward enough for your dead. Okay, there we go. The peasant departs. Well, that was a nice encounter. Got a little bit of loot out of it. Ooh, look at that. A cloak. Random ass short swords. Let's throw that cloak on. Oh yeah, this bitch looks sexy now. It's like 10 in ESO. 3 races for each alliance and then Imperial. Yeah, you're right. It is 10. It's 9 in this game is what I was trying to say. Orc bad. Yeah. I think in Arena, you couldn't play as the Khajiit or something like that. I know in Daggerfall there's one more playable race than there is Arena, and in Daggerfall there's one more, or in Morrowind there's one more playable race than there is Daggerfall, which is the Orc race. I just can't remember which race you could not play as in Arena. It was one of them. I think it was Khajiit. Orc bad for some reason. Yeah, this was still at a time when orcs and humans were still at war. If you're wondering why the orcs are like on like tiny encampments all throughout Skyrim, is because the part of the map which is like Eastmarch in Skyrim, or not Eastmarch, yeah, Eastmarch, not Eastmarch, yeah, Markarth, my bad. So Hafengar, the Hajul-March region is kind of like the edge of the Hrothgarian Mountains here. And the Hrothgarian Mountains is like where the city of Orsimer is. And this territory is technically Skyrim, and so the orcs are for fighting kind of for their own territory in this game, and they don't really succeed. That's why there's so little of them in the later games. There's so little of their territories. Alright, where the fuck is this residence? I lost it. I keep walking past it like a dumbass. This texture on this wall looks like a face. 2 little eyeballs poking out, a little smile. Looks neat. In terms of lizard people, do you prefer Bethesda's goofy Argonians or D&D's Dragonfolk? I like the goofy Argonians better because the Argonians are kind of like a mix between lizards, frogs, and birds, and I love it. And they're like, they're tree people, you know? Okay, so hopefully this bitch is still the same amount of health. It's not. Spamming him with spells was the trick. The tiger is dead. Whew. That was a stressful mission. That tiger would have like 1 to 2 shot us, as y'all kind of seen. Let's head back to the Fighters Guild and turn it in. It looks like I got some trinkets to sell too, off that thief that I stopped. I do like the fact that Argonians don't have like any association with dragons. Dragons and Argonians are like 2 completely separate beings in this fantasy universe in Elder Scrolls, and that's like my favorite thing about the Argonians. Is that they're more akin to just like actual lizards and amphibians than they are flying mystical creatures. And if you're wondering what my favorite game to play in Argonian is, would be Morrowind, because of the fact that they can't wear helmets, nor can they wear shoes because of their goofy feet. And they have the most hilarious jumping animation I've ever seen. If you haven't got the chance, try playing Argonian in Morrowind. It's really fun. I might do a stream of it one day. Does this mean that dragons might see Argonians as guars? Yeah. Yes. Kinda. Dragons are more like godlike, and Argonians are kind of more like creatures and people. More like creatures, I think would be the best thing to say. I'm gonna have to rest in this inn for the night. Now I've got 2 rooms and 2 different inns in this city. I love the inn music though, it's so charming. Alright, I'm healed, and my destruction has improved, because I spammed that bitch with Arcane Arrow. With how godlike they are, why do they never build? Because we'll take Skyrim for example. You notice all those tombs and shit that you're constantly exploring, looking for ancient Nord artifacts? Well, all of those tombs were built by a cult for the dragons. So rather than build, they just like force, not really force, but you know, manipulate people into doing it for them, which is more like gods, which is why I made the comparison there. Yeah, they control people to build. Yeah, so I also think it's funny that like Skyrim's all about the return of the dragons, and it's not really about the return of the actual dragons, because dragons have like always been there. It kind of tricks you into thinking that. Daggerfall actually has a lot of dragons in it. Hopefully we'll see a few of them on this playthrough. But it's actually the return of the dragon cult, which is the evil dragon priest type people, and Alduin's like ancient army. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's wait a few hours. 3 is all I can do, which is kind of perfect. You have finished loitering. Let's turn in this quest. Give me my... Fuck, I failed the quest, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Did I lose any rep for it? Looks like I lost 2 rep. Damn. Well, that sucks. For now, I'm gonna rest in here until fully healed. Should be like an hour or something. And we're just gonna try it again. Hopefully we don't get a tiger this time. Get quest. Wild animal. So we've done the same quest 3 times in the same video. It's worth it though. You're gonna have to do a bit of grinding like this in Daggerfall. So now I'm looking for the Ashing Residence. It's a bear. Bears are easier than tigers. Before I go, like, encounter this bear, let's go ahead and figure out where the Ashing Residence is. How many days do I have to complete this? 1 day, so it's exactly 24 hours. Patience, general, Ashing Residence, marks it on my map. Thank you, ma'am. Because we know Mario's been there ever since. Word? Climbing mode. Oops. I accidentally climbed that random street light. Yeah, goofy things like that'll happen sometimes with Daggerfall. I'm really hoping that whenever I'm doing the traveling, because I said I wasn't going to do any actual fast traveling, I was going to do all manual traveling, that I don't fall to the map, because then I'm going to be forced to use the actual fast travel. Titanfall climbing. If you get your climbing skill and like jumping skill high enough, you can essentially have kind of Titanfall climbing, like you could jump from building to building. You see a statue with a plaque that reads Saint. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. The rest of the plaque gives a description of her life. Oh, that's cool. So we discover the residence. I'm going to turn around and go towards these stores. Hopefully I've got enough money to go shopping. Only got 191 gold. That is not shit. Ooh. This day gown looks kind of sweet. I haven't actually seen... I've hardly ever played as a female character, so I don't know what like any of the female armor looks like. And this actually looks pretty sweet. I like wearing the little like skirts along with cloak. No, the maiden. Yeah, this time I'm not maiden this. I am the maiden. Yeah, this is Cupid. She's a magical archer that flies around with her bow. Hence the name Cupid. I definitely couldn't afford that shirt. I really can't afford anything, so... Ooh, the female version of the erotic looks so much cooler. Or erotic. Yeah. The female erotic. Erotic means something else in this game, obviously. Okay, so... For the Ashing Residence. Restore bit of stamp. It does train my restoration as I cast that spell every time too. I think I picked restoration as a major skill. Yeah. Restoration, destruction, alteration. Alteration's especially going to help out a lot. I'm going to be using it to buff my stats. Oh, I just walked right past the Ashing Residence. Is it this little shitty building? It is. Alright, let's go in here and try to fight a bear. Let me read chat real quick. How would you initially react if a low-res Miro GIF came after you and sounded a bit like Bit Crush Cleveland in game? I mean, I would probably have a heart attack, and I really hope that somebody like meets Miro, makes a sprite of him, and makes that a mod for Daggerfall. Just like replaces the basic zombie with Miro and his Cleveland voice. Okay, that's a bear. He's kind of like inconveniently in the doorway here. Keep whacking the door. Getting goblin slayered here. What if I pull out this spell? Ah! Alright, let's try to hop around. This is a very tight corridor. Ah, I can kind of cheese him. Climb up here. Bears cannot in fact climb ladders. Ah, fuck, that was not what I meant to do. I don't know why I spammed my fucking spell at the wall. Right. Get a little bit of health back and just try to... Yeah, killed him. I'm a gut, yeah, you elf beach. I can't even attempt to do the Cleveland voice. Oh, hello there. Random person sitting on the ground, just serenading a snake. Nice to meet you, Fairman. You're welcome for clearing the bear. Why are there big carnivores in these cabins? Is it a Goldilocks situation? Yes, I'm repeating the same Goldilocks quest for the Fighters Guild. The quest I'm doing is called Wild Animal, and I'm skipping the description because I've done it 3 times in a row now. But the description of the quest is an animal keeps breaking into someone's house, and I'm kind of causing an animal to break in every time, and I have to go in and like kill the animal, you know. Hopefully it's just bears and spiders and not tigers. See, animals are kind of like the lowest tier version of things to fight in this game. That's why I'm killing them first. I'm not making very much gold at all doing this. I might do it. I'm thinking about doing it a few more times, honestly. It's very good to grind up rep this way. It would be more interesting and way cooler if I went to like a dungeon and did some shit, but I'm not high enough level for that. I'm just gonna die, and I don't want to die. That would be not interesting and not cool. People seemed hotter earlier in Tamriel's history, and they just get uglier as time went on. Yeah, and also, as a matter of fact, normal Daggerfall has nudity, but only for females. I have it turned off. I had to double check it because last stream I did not have it turned off and got chased by a naked nymph immediately. So yeah, they were going for a much hotter approach in the older Elder Scrolls. Give me that money. Let's rest now. There's another quest I can do that's just going to be in the town as well. Called Chattering Bones. Elder Scrolls V people are uglier than Ezio, but Oblivion people are goblins for some reason. Yeah, Oblivion has by far the worst character models out of all of them. I'll take Morrowind's like 2002 PS2 graphics over Oblivion any day. I think Morrowind looked way better stylistically than Oblivion as well. I don't play Oblivion especially for the graphics and style. It's pretty garbage in that matter, but it's a pretty good RPG. Pretty good early RPG. I think Daggerfall and Morrowind, personally I think Daggerfall and Morrowind are better games than Oblivion, because Oblivion is just like a mix between these two, but much dumbed down, best way I can say it. But do I want to get another quest? Actually, I probably want to wait like a good, say 13 hours. I keep clicking the wrong fucking button. Yeah, I have a mod that changes the way the resting menu looks, so I keep clicking rest until healed and not actually the rest button. Alright, now let's wait 13 hours. You wake up, and my medicinal skill is improved. Don't know if I have enough gold to start training. I want to wait till I got at least 1,000, 2,000, and then I'm going to go after getting a horse. Why do you rest so much? I don't know if you noticed, but earlier I was saying that stamina and magicka do not recover naturally like they do in Oblivion and Skyrim, ESO, etc. You have to rest, like in Dungeons and Dragons. You have to rest to restore your spell points. You only got so many casts of spells per day. Yeah, it's a pretty cool system. I like it. I could install a mod that just makes it to where I naturally restore fatigue and magic, but I don't like that. I think it makes the game too easy. The resting system kind of plays in with the fact that all of the quests in this game are also timed. So like as you noticed, I was getting these quests and it said I have 1 day to complete the quest. So that kind of puts a kind of makes you think about how long it's going to take you to get there, how many rests you're going to take in between, so that you don't fail the quest because of the timing. Nah, dude, the game was balanced for resting. Use magic to gain stamina. Yeah. So you can use magicka to do pretty much anything in this game. This is before the invention of conjuration too. So I didn't pick mysticism or thaumaturgy, one of the two. Pretty much mysticism, alteration, and thaumaturgy all added together is what conjuration would be, but there is basic spells in this game like knick-knack, which is kind of more like D&D than it is like, you know, you're used to in regular Elder Scrolls. Instead of summoning like bound swords, I can straight up cast knick-knack and summon myself a full set of armor, a sword, a shield, etc., and put that on for however long it lets me cast that. But the spell only lets you do certain tiers, like steel or iron. Yeah, this is the second time you've taken over my chat, Wasp, but I appreciate it. It's pretty nice. It gives me something to talk about. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another quest from this guy. So, what role do the Elder Scrolls have in this game? Oh, my bad. Kept reading that wrong. So, throughout the main story, there's another part where you interact with retrieving an Elder Scroll, kind of like you do in Skyrim. Don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, they're not that significant as they are in like the other games. So Runaway Pet could be a fun quest to do too. This is probably just gonna have me either capturing or killing, you know, picking up somebody's fucking pet, but I think this is gonna send me somewhere out in the wilderness. Don't want to do that so that I don't die. I could just keep doing wild animal. Unwanted House Guest is a similar quest as well, but I think that sends me out on an adventure as well. Aren't the Aedra also below the Elder Scrolls in terms of authority? No, the Aedra are what like created all of creation, you know. Aedra means ancestor, and Daedra means not ancestor. Yeah, now you get it. I think I'm gonna try out Runaway Pet this time. Cupid, isn't it? Just who I was looking for. We have a rather interesting job requiring a bit of brains rather than brawn. Are you interested? Yeah, sure, let's try it out. Here's the situation. Seems Groska has this pet saber-tooth tiger. Ah, shit, tigers again. Don't ask. And it ran off only a few days ago. She had it tracked to the Citadel of whatever the fuck that is, but now we need someone to go in there and bring it out alive. The trick is that you've been trained to respond to this bell. The tiger should become docile if you ring the bell in its face. Of course, Groshka did say it isn't trained too well. Are you surprised? So you may have to smack it upside the head once or twice to get its attention. Just don't kill it, okay? Bring it back to Groshka's place in peace within 42 days, and she'll pay you 150 gold. Good luck. As a matter of fact, I am not gonna do that quest. That's a bit much. I'm only like level 2 and I don't have shit to do. So I'm just gonna let that quest fail and go grab a 42 days. That's a little over a month. So I may go grab a quest from either the Mages Guild or see if I can't join the Archaeologist Guild. I was hoping the Elder Scrolls transcended everything, you know, as Todd Howard's toilet paper. You think Todd Howard's toilet paper roll is shaped like the scroll roll that the Elder Scrolls go on? I'm assuming so. And he's got a golden toilet too. He'd be the kind of motherfucker that have a golden toilet with the Skyrim logo like engraved into the top, you know. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Looks like the Archaeologist Guild is down here. Did I choose a language skill on this character? I didn't even choose a fucking language skill. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how to speak any language. Lol. She's mute. Cupid is mute. Someone slips in mud and gets laughed at. Haha. I wish I would have saw it too. I would have laughed as well. God damn it, past the Archaeologist Guild. That was Miro. Yeah. I love the flavor text in Daggerfall too. It's one of my favorite things about the game. What they sacrifice graphically, they make up for mechanically. Okay, Archaeologist Residence, or Archaeologist Guild, not Residence. Should be right back here. I'm standing in between it. I'm used to the buildings, because this is a modded faction, you know. I'm used to the buildings actually being red, because in most of the other cities, the Archaeologist Guild is clearly red. This is the face texture on the wall, you know. Yeah, this place is going to be kind of hard to spot. Alright, hopefully I can join the Archaeologists, because they can give me a thing called Locanator devices, which will just kind of show me where I need to go. Fuck! I don't have the stats yet. Oh, see you later then. So I think the second easiest quest for me to try would be for the Mages Guild, the Retrieving Ingredient quest. Do you think the Daedra will react to the Doom guy falling into Tamriel, or do you think they'd have any way of knowing he can slay higher beings? I think if Doom guy like ended up in Tamriel in any way, shape, or form, that the Daedra would immediately sense his presence as like the highest power being there. Because you know what they did to Jiggalag, right? They were pretty scared of Jiggalag. Imagine Doom guy. This is the Mages Guild. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was looking for the Mages Guild. Durr. Let's get a quest from these fellas. Get quest. So they also have a pretty decent list of quests. Travel Guide is also a really easy one. So I may do Travel Guide. Although Travel Guide is a pretty easy one to fail. Jiggalag question mark? If you don't know about Jiggalag, you better look up about Jiggalag. I could go into I could spend a whole hour and a half, a whole live stream talking about Jiggalag. But he is, to put it simply, he was the god, or the Daedric god of order before Sheogorath was born, being the Daedric god of chaos. And Sheogorath and Jiggalag are technically one and the same. Let's read about this quest real quick. The travel guide. They need to see a graveyard, a shrine, and a farmstead. So I pretty much just got this crazy looking angry man on the side of my screen right there, and to travel him around, all I need to do is take him to a shrine, a farmstead, and a graveyard. Let's find the nearest graveyard. If I check these all off and see the nearest dungeons, look for any of them that say graveyard. Looks like the Mouse, I think is how you say that. Mouse Graveyard is the closest one. And it's 48 fucking hours away. Yeah. If I travel recklessly, it's 38. Well, I'm the masochist here, so let's do it. Another reason why I bought the spell Levitate, so I can quickly get out of the gates here. Looks like I didn't need to, I just walked around. I'm going to travel as much as I can without resting, because I said it's going to take like 38 hours. Oh boy, something big to read. I say higher beings, but the makers are just Skyrim dwarves if they evolve their tech super far. They're still physically beings. Daveth was also a physical being because he got nerfed. So realistically, Doomguy could probably only kill Daedra lords if they were weapons that existed. That can. I kind of get what you're saying. I still think Doomguy could probably take out some Daedra, because Daedric princes, like the ones you interact with in the game, they take like human form a lot, and Doomguy. Actually, I don't know the deep lore about Doomguy. All I know is that he just like fucking hates demons, so he'd probably fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? Ah, a nymph. That's not good. being chased by a naked lady again. So 2 episodes in a row. You know the lore. Yeah, but I don't know the lore well enough. I don't know Doom Guy lore as well as I do like Elder Scrolls or like Star Wars lore. This is the best game ever because I'm being chased by a naked lady. Yeah, of course you would say that. She can also cast spells. She's a naked magic lady. I'm getting really low on stam. I'm gonna have to restore that. I'm gonna make it far enough to where I can just travel again. Okay, there we go. Looks like she caught up to me. Or it's something else this time. I really need to be careful. Ah, there she is. She did catch up to me. Let's just continue. Women are great, you know. My mom was a woman. True story. That's a good point. Alright, hopefully I can travel again. Nah, still enemies on my ass. What about now? Yay! Alright, so let's try and stop and rest. I was gonna click stop anyways, but there's enemies nearby. Okay, this time it's just like a basic archer. Let's pull out my bow. Only got 19 arrows. And low archery, so I'm probably not gonna land hardly any of these shots. Heck, there's one. It'd be easier if I could see his health bar. I heard the cling. Ow! I didn't feel good. Ooh. Little archery battle here. I might mix it up and throw a spell into the mix. Don't know if that... he was safe against it anyways. 11 arrows left. Oh, that one hit. Just need one more. Come on. There we go. Now if I loot the body, I should automatically get arrows back. What is this? Former brazier. I think that's how you say that. We'll take it and sell it. Might as well. And some leather shit. Take anything I can hold on to. Alright, the assassin is dead. Let's rest. Enemies nearby. Again. Ow. That hurt. Looks like another archer battle. I'm very close to dead. Did he hit me with a fucking... You feel somewhat bad. Oh, I caught a disease. Shit. Okay, hopefully I don't just die. Let's switch to my dagger and just take this bitch out real quick. Please don't hit me. One more hit. Come on. There we go. Assassin dead. Ooh, lots of fancy clothes here. Okay, so this peasant blouse looks pretty nice. I'm gonna throw that on. I'm just gonna take everything for now. And I'll sort it in a second. Let's rest for fucking anything. Second time I've come close to dying in this video already. More enemies again? Okay, this time it's bats. And I can just out-heal that. Don't have to rest this time. Alright, let's check out some of the fancy clothes I got. I got this short shirt. I got this blouse. The blouse looks nice, so I may throw it on. So does the wrap. I can also throw the robes on over top it all. I think I'm gonna keep the pants on instead. I'll wear the pants and this shirt. We'll just go with like the full blue look. This helmet is not better than the helmet I currently have on. But I did pick up that leather arm. Okay, got some decent loot. Alright, let's continue the journey. Doomhell gives you infinite stamina. tired when trapped in hell as regular mortal, but outside he only gets tired because he absorbs the blood of the demons because of his relation to David. Huh. See, actually I didn't know that. See, like I said, I'm not super well tuned on Doomguy lore. Most I know about the Doom story, I don't know shit. I don't know really jack shit about Doom Eternal. I know a little bit about Doom 2016 and what was going on there, and Doom 3. I got Doom 3 kind of figured out. It was more of a horror game than it was a like action shooter like the other Doom games. And its story was kind of more like Dead Space. And the Doom story and Dead Space story are kind of the same. You know, mining on a planet you shouldn't be, and you wake up some demons for some reason. Oh, Doom 3 is actually how we know about the Infinite Stanum. Yeah, I remember the doctor guy that you like interacted with a lot throughout the story in that game. I'm gonna stop and take a break here. I'm gonna heal up a bit of stamina. Oh hey, there's an airship flying by. I also have a mod that lets me get airships once I have enough money, and also I can just see citizens flying around with them. Pretty cool seeing them off in the distance though. Really get immersed in that Elder Scrolls world of flying airships. You got a thing for airships? I do. I fucking love airships. Airships are like one of my favorite things in the Elder Scrolls universe. I loved them. I love the fact that there was like a crashed one in Morrowind. That was one of my favorite quests in the game, was going to that airship. And Skyrim too, there's another crashed one. And in Daggerfall, all throughout, not Daggerfall, but Redguard, all throughout the story, you're like on this airship talking to this one random guy. Or the Emperor, I believe. I think it was the Emperor's airship. So yeah, airships are indeed canon in Elder Scrolls lore, and I love it. Hey, there is a farmstead or something down all the way there. But that's where I'm gonna try and make my way to. Waste all my magicka. What the hell? You can Skyrim on mountains in Daggerfall too? Yes. As a matter of fact, if I had a horse, you see that like mountain right there? The one that kind of looks like Mount Everest or some shit? If I had a horse, I could just go straight up it. Like vertically. 90 degrees. It's so funny. However, fall damage is a bitch in Daggerfall, and as this is a permadeath run, I need to be very careful on the mountains. That's why I'm just like walking real slow on the side here. I'm Skyriming the mountains. People call it Skyriming, but I'm starting to see it present in a lot of other games too. Well, Skyrim, it was like really prevalent because there's a lot of quests that send you up to the tops of fucking mountains to kill dragons and get shouts, etc. So a lot of the time in Skyrim, you like have to go up mountains. Actually, as a matter of fact, the mountains and stuff that you see right now aren't usually as intense in vanilla Daggerfall. There's a mod I have that makes the mountains more intense, but it's not like too far off from vanilla. Ooh, getting a bit framey here. Yeah, and as it starts to load in all of the terrain here, because this is like literal miles and miles of terrain, it does get a bit framey. So hopefully when I go to this farmstead, the travel guide will just be like, hey, this is good enough. I think that's a farm. I'm almost certain that's a farmstead. I see a windmill. I see what looks like roofs. It's crazy that open world games like this have been around this long. Crazy fact is that Daggerfall has still been, to this day, one of the biggest video games ever made. It is fucking huge, the map, but it's all procedurally generated. So like Daggerfall, Minecraft, and No Man's Sky are like the only contenders there because of all the procedural generation. What the fuck's up, Doc? How's it going, my man? Appreciate the lurk. No, my chat monopoly. Well, Doc's just lurking. He's just letting me know who's lurking. Lol. Y'all should fight it out in the chat. I'm gonna throw swords. I'm gonna throw metaphorical chat swords to you right now. And you have to gladiator duel. I think I may be good to just like try to ooh, enemies nearby. Fuck! It's a Spriggan! Oh shit, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Spriggans are pretty tough. Especially for level 2 high elves. Alright, hopefully I can get far enough away to where I can just rest in a second, because my stamina's getting low. Well, I mean fatigue. The reason why it's called a fatigue bar rather than a stamina bar is because if my fatigue reaches 0, I just die. So that's another pretty hard thing I gotta watch out for. There's some Star Wars lightsaber called the Soul Blade? Yes, I think so. I'm not, like, I know a bit of lightsaber lore, so I guess we're getting on the Star Wars topic now, so you're gonna hear me rant for a second. But the lightsabers in Star Wars, their color and everything about them has to do with a crystal that's inside of them. And there is one of the most powerful lightsabers throughout all the galaxy in Star Wars is what's called the Darksaber, which is a black lightsaber. If you watch the Mandalorian too, it goes into a bit of Darksaber lore. Okay, so this counts. Shepler takes the students for a walk around the property, talking in soil's conditions, the nature of the plants grown. Okay, so this counts as my farmstead, so we can check that off. I don't think I'm allowed to rest here. Yeah, not until healed. Let's go towards the graveyard again now. Should be far enough away. Ooh, nighttime, nice and spooky. How actual far am I from it? Ooh. That is so far away. That is so fucking far away. I thought I was closer. I went on some Reddit post about the Doom Crucible versus lightsaber. Everyone mainly said that the Crucible comes out on top except against the Soul Blade because the Crucible is theoretically run on soul energy. Yeah, I would say power level in the Crucible compared to lightsabers is definitely kind of unmatched. You got to think about this too. A powerful lightsaber means nothing in the hands of someone who doesn't know how to use it. So like the power of the lightsaber has like all to do with the Jedi or Sith who's using it and like what moves they know how to do. That's why a lot of lightsabers are made specifically for certain Jedi or Sith a certain way to match their fighting style. We'll bring up like Darth Maul or Dooku, for example. Dooku's got the curved shaped handle, which is more like a fencing sword, because that was more fit to his style. He was more quick and agile. He wanted to end the battles quickly, like a fencing battle. And Darth Maul had the double-bladed one, because he was like an assassin type bitch. He was sneaky. Show how deceptive he was. Alright, let's stop here because it's getting framey and I'm afraid I'm going to take fall damage. Rest up a little bit of stam, just like half, and let's just try to go again. Let's bring the timer down to 10. So doing the travel options mod in the rain does not agree with my game too much. As you see, it's getting really framey here. Do you know about the lightsaber episode in Rick and Morty? Wasn't that the most recent episode? Like, Morty drops a lightsaber perfectly vertical, and it goes through the earth. I think Miro showed that to me the other day. It was pretty funny. I actually got a good chuckle out of it. However, though, I want to mention, if y'all didn't know this, anyone who's watched the Rick and Morty episode of, like, that makes the Star Wars joke, that joke was kind of ripping off Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken did the same exact joke with the lightsaber falling perfectly vertical years ago. And so I immediately, like, remembered that whenever he showed it to me. It was like, that's kind of funny, though, that they're referencing that show. I did think it was pretty funny. As a Star Wars nerd, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I appreciate any bit of Star Wars corny humor. Beef just died. How fucking far away is this graveyard? You know what? I have an idea. So, instead of going to this graveyard, we're gonna pull up the travel options. Find type grave. This is the only fucking graveyard in the province. Oh my god. Robot Chicken kind of feels like Mad TV on crack. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what Robot Chicken is. I've never heard it more perfectly described. Robot Chicken is Mad TV on crack. It's like, pretty sure, what is it? It's one of the two Seths that's the director of Robot Chicken. It's not Seth MacFarlane, it's the other guy. Seth Green. Yeah. Couldn't remember his name for a second there. Seth Rogen needs an animated show now, so that every single one of the famous people named Seth has an animated adult show. A lightsaber minigun and a lightsaber ceiling fan? That's kind of funny. There was an episode of the Clone Wars where these like Sith flew in with these double-bladed lightsabers. So they were double-bladed lightsabers that they were using as helicopters, and it was just really funny because they kind of looked like Mary Poppins flying around, spinning these lightsabers above their head. You can only see the fan for a few frames, funnily enough. That's probably a reference to that Clone Wars episode as well. If he's a robot, why does General Grievous cough? Okay, funny bit of Star Wars knowledge here. General Grievous is not a robot, he's a cyborg. He's a cyborg alien. So yeah, if he took his mask off, there's like this really evil looking predator face under there, and he's one of the last living aliens of his species. That's why he coughs, is because he's kind of like Darth Vader in alien form. I forgot aliens were in Star Wars? What do you mean, dog? There's so many aliens in Star Wars. Like, there's too many alien species to, like, count, even. Listen. What do you mean? How did you forget aliens were in Star Wars? Like, a lot of the main characters are aliens. Most of them. Alright, I'm assuming you just, like, thought Star Wars was Obi-Wan, Anakin, C-3PO, and R2. And forgot about everybody else. I want to try using the travel options again, but it's not safe right here. Yeah, actually one of my favorite things about Star Wars is all the alien species and the little bits of lore behind all the alien species. Like the Hutts, like Jabba the Hutt. There's more than one Hutt, of course. And at one point in time, there was a Hutt that was a Jedi, and I think that's hilarious. There's also the Twi'lek. That's a really cool race. That's like the tentacle head people. Yoda. Yoda's an alien of an unknown species. I know there are aliens, but how come I've never seen any goofy-looking aliens with Sith powers? What do you mean you've never seen any goofy-looking aliens with Sith powers? Only the goofy alien I can think of was considered powerful as Yoda. Okay, so Darth Maul, first of all. There's a goofy alien with Sith powers. Oh, he's not really goofy. He's pretty intimidating looking. But now that you brought this up, I feel like it's kind of funny to mention. Originally, Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be a Sith Lord, and then everybody hated Jar Jar Binks, and so that, like, part of the story got cut. So Jar Jar Binks is a goofy alien, but there's lots of goofy aliens that end up being Sith. Not many that get seen on, like, that have lots of screen time, of course. A cool bit of fact, too, is, like, any species, almost any species in the galaxy can become a Jedi or a Sith. I thought Darth Maul was just a guy with tribal war paint on tattoos. No, he's an alien, too. His whole race looks like that. Yeah, in the Clone Wars, Darth Maul has a brother as well. He has a few brothers. He has like 5 brothers or some shit like that. Wath, it sounds like you need to go back and watch Star Wars again, because you obviously missed a lot. I feel like it's kind of safe for me to try travel options again. These mountains are pretty dangerous, but dangerously safe, you know. But like super goofy. Watch the Clone Wars. If you watch the Clone Wars, you'll see a lot of like super goofy Sith aliens. You'll get exactly what you're looking for. Like I want to see Grimace with a lightsaber. Like I said, there was a Hutt at one time that was a Jedi, so that's kind of funny. One of my favorite Star Wars characters, too, is an alien Jedi named Kit Fisto, if you remember him. He's like a frog alien race, and he's also got tentacles on his head. And he was in a lot of the Clone Wars as well. The human monopoly. You know, if you really think about it, there's more aliens than there is humans in the Star Wars movies. In terms of background characters and shit, there's like way more, like in the lore and shit, there's like way more fucking aliens than people. There's people too, but people aren't as common as they are in other fantasy universes. Well, you know, obviously because it's space. I need to change the stream title to Star Wars and Daggerfall, because we've been talking about Star Wars for like 45 minutes now. That's fine, I love Star Wars. I can talk about it all day. The new Doctor Who anniversary special looks epic. I need to get into Doctor Who at some point, because that show's pretty cool. I used to like it when I was younger, but I haven't watched it in years, since I was like a wee chitlin. But I did like Doctor Who back in the day. It was pretty cool. I've had a TARDIS backpack ever since I was 12 years old, and I still have the thing. See, I want to start from like the original show and watch my way up to like where Doctor Who is now, but I know that's gonna take so fucking long. I still have to like get around to watching a few animes like Miro's recommended me. New Who's anything after 2005? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, Miro's been trying to get me to watch this show recently called D. Gray Man, which has got an anime villain who's this like evil guy with a top hat. So, I thought it was pretty cool. You actually don't have to watch the OG show. I don't recommend it. Why don't you recommend it? Because if it's not obvious, I do like retro things a lot. Like Daggerfall and old school Twilight Zone and shit. Oh, politics of the writers and stuff. Oh, okay. So the old show is like not politically correct anymore is what you're saying. Greetings, my Zero. Bless you. What's up, dog? Zentia, I think is how you say that. Somebody who also spells their name with an X. How's it going, fella? We're just adventuring to some graveyard right now. Talking about Star Wars and Doctor Who. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm really scared I'm going to take fall damage. And I don't want to just, like, instantly die. Honestly, I kind of want to get out of this region, like, as soon as possible, so that that's not as big of an issue. If I go to a region like Daggerfall or Sentinel, one of those two, it's not as mountainous. I could just say fuck this quest, too, and make my way towards something that's not as mountainous. That might be smarter for me to do. Because there looks like so many things that's going to kill me. Alright, let's rest here for now. You should respect retro Doctor Who, but you 100% don't need to watch it. Get current Doctor Who, it's significantly different. It had to change because it got cancelled. Okay. I'll consider watching either one of the two. I'll consider watching Doctor Who, is pretty much what it is. It has a soft reboot. My favorite thing about the Doctor Who is kind of the same thing situation with Star Wars, like all the alien species and different species and stuff in that show. I like monsters a lot. Okay, so let's change up the travel route. So I'm stuck literally in the center of like the most mountainous region possible. So I think the smartest thing for me to do would be to make my way to Daggerfall here. Daggerfall's pretty mountainy too. Oof. Daggerfall, and then I can go to the Alakir Desert. So the edge would be like this place here, this shack. It's gonna take 75 hours. Not too bad. Everything from before sorta happened. They reference old important super stuff. Okay. Well, that's cool that they still kept it all like kind of canon. This has been like one of the longest journeys I've went on. I've been like walking for at least 30 or 40 in-game hours. Enemies are seeking to prevent your travel. Well, that is unfortunate. Ah, shit! I think it's a fucking centaur. Okay, centaurs are also something that can just kind of one to two shot me, so let's try using the spells for now. Centaurs are weird. They can spawn in lower level. You can find like level 5 to 10 centaurs, then like level 20 centaurs. If I hit this guy once, I can see what his health looks like. I don't think I'm fucking hitting him at all. I might as well just keep going. I still got the traveling students with me. They're eventually just gonna fuck off. I'm gonna fail that quest. I want to fail both the Fighters and Mages Guild quests. I don't care too much. My reputation's too low to even, you know, give a shit too much. I just want to get out of the goddamn mountains. That's all. That's all I want to do. I want to get away from centaurs and nymphs and tigers. So using travel options right here would be very stupid because there's lots of things I can fall off of. Lots. I'm gonna have to get like situation and position a little further up this mountain. A lot of Doctor Who aliens are mostly designed to be like horrific due to how weird they are. Like they're sort of goofy, but that adds to the horror. See, I like that though. It's like the Munsters or something. Or kind of like, you know, old Twilight Zone, where it looked goofy, but just that was it. It looked goofy, but the story behind it was pretty dark. Like imagine getting eaten by a giant baby. See, like yeah, that's goofy looking, but that's also terrifying. I think I made it far enough to try and rest now. Okay, hopefully it's not a centaur on my ass this time. Alright, it's just a bat. 1v1 a bat real quick. Maybe not, it's doing a lot of damage. Come on, just die. 1 fucking health. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's continue the journey. Oof. Of course, I would go to run straight down the slope. There are no dragons in Skyrim, you bastard. I swear to God, if you say there's only wyverns. How dare you. Oh, I love you, Doc. Yeah, there is no dragons in Skyrim. They're all just Wookiees. Everybody knows that. Ooh, I love how I can see the change in the terrain here. I can tell it's getting more deserty as I go towards the Rocktail Mountains more. Alright, let's get to the top of this mountain here and see if I can't fully rest. There's only lizards with wings. Nah, you got me. Yeah, this is a great fucking view. This looks so good. Okay. So I don't want to use travel options again because I don't want to just like run straight down the mountain like a dumbass. I would definitely fall somewhere along down in there and just the end of the run right there. 2 episodes. I'm like almost half tempted to play until I die, but I also want to be like really careful and not die. I want to try and not die as much as possible. Also known as Deathclaws with wings. Dude, if fucking Deathclaws had wings, that'd be a whole different story. Also, you guys think it's funny that not only are there dragons in Skyrim, but there's dragons in 76 as well? I don't know why I jumped. That was really stupid of me. Yeah, Fallout 76 has dragons. I feel like as soon as I mentioned Fallout 76, I lost like 3 viewers. Everybody hates that game. It's pretty bad. I've wasted like too many hours of my life grinding that game. It's just like grinding as fuck. Like I was talking with Haddon the other day about how I look at my hours in 76 and I look at my hours in 4, and I don't have half the amount of time that I do in 76 or in 4 as I do in 76. And that's because like, and I feel like I do, but that's because the things that happen in 4 are way more significant. Like they leave a lasting memory than in 76 when you're doing the same mission 100 fucking times, the same event to go for the jetpack. New Who has a solid foundation and rules you might think it hinders from it, but it really doesn't. You just really want me to watch Doctor Who, don't you? So we can talk about it, that's what it is. You know what would really make me get into Doctor Who? Is if there was a Doctor Who MMO. If a Doctor Who MMO gets made, I'll play it. I'll learn all the lore. Because I love it, MMOs in random universes. Just started 76, actually. That's cool. Is this your first playthrough of 76, Doc? Yeah, I think I seen you booted up on Steam the other day and was like, huh. I don't think there's a safe way off this giant rock. And there is a safe way. I forgot that I can fucking levitate. Ha ha ha. That is a very dangerous idea, having a Doctor Who MMO. But I know for a fact that it doesn't matter the universe, there can be an MMO in it. There's a Star Trek MMO, there's a Lord of the Rings MMO, there's a Star Wars MMO. I actually really enjoy Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm not shitting on them by any means, but there's Breaking Bad MMO. See, Grand Theft Auto Online is kind of the Breaking Bad MMO. No, my second, but I dropped the first I had because people gave me all their best gear and boosted me to level 46. Yeah, it does make the game pretty boring whenever you just, like, any game, whenever you just start off overpowered. So it's like your first real playthrough of the game. Yes. That's cool. Yeah, the first playthrough's pretty good, learning the story and the lore. It's got some cool lore. It's got a cool story. It's got a shitty story compared to every other Fallout, but it is a story. I can say that much. I'll say one thing. Fallout 76 is one of the games of all time. For sure it is. It is definitely one of the games. Oof, that scared me. I thought I fell. Stop. Going through these mountains is just so fucking intimidating. Alright, let's go that way again. Once I get to the next region, I feel like that might be a good stopping point, but I feel like it's going to take a while. Still got a few hours left to get there. You know, I feel like I did accomplish a lot in this episode, though, and completed like 3 of the same quests, failed 3 other quests, or I haven't even failed the other 2 yet, but plan on failing another 2. See, I don't mind failing quests. In my normal playthrough, I get aggravated when I fail quests because I can just like reset the save. Where I'm doing hardcore, I can't just reset the save, so I'm gonna be failing lots of quests. I'm gonna kind of be going out of my way to fail quests that I don't want to do. So, these mountains to the right of me look pretty sweet. Enemies are seeking to prevent your travel. Well, son of a fuck, let's kick their ass then. It's a bear. Alright, so now we can get into the reason why I named this build Cupid. We're gonna fly into the air, pull out a bow, and shoot this bear. That's what's up, bitch. Probably need to cast Levitate again. It's so hard to see as like 2D sprite when I can just see through it. I still haven't landed a single shot on it though. My Levitate's about to give out. Yeah, I haven't landed shit on this bear. It's probably smarter for me to just use the dagger before I run out of all my fatigue. 17 health, 6. Come on, just die. 1, okay, 5. No arrows back, it's fine. Let's rest until healed and continue the journey. Enemies nearby again. Okay, hopefully it's not something intimidating. Another bear. I can handle that. Let's finish him off with Arcane Arrow. I need to get some training in destruction. Why can I not put my spell away? Come on, what the hell? Ah, okay. It was bugged there for a second. I couldn't pull my dagger back out. But I fixed it. All good. Alright, I'm completely out of magicka, but I guess it's fine. Let's continue. The longest journey ever. I feel like I'm delivering the ring to Mordor. Man, I'm really wonder why, like, all these gaming companies have, like, dodged the opportunity to make a Elder Scrolls-like Lord of the Rings game. I would play the shit out of that. I would spend $60 on a Lord of the Rings immersive sim, like, 30 times. I'd spend as much money on it as I've spent buying Skyrim over and over again. I feel like that would have been a cool thing for, like, Obsidian to do back in the day. It's a bit late now, seeing what's going on with the Lord of the Rings license. If y'all did not know, there is a new Lord of the Rings game coming out this year or next year. I'm not sure yet, but it's called Mines of Moria. That one looks pretty cool. It's a survival Lord of the Rings game. We play as some dwarves. Pretty excited for it. My Fallout game has been paused this whole time, talking to you and watching the stream. I just now switched back to it, and my brain is tempted by the graphical change. That's funny. Because it's the same style of gameplay, but just the graphics are much different too. Alright, let's see if I can't rest here. Enemies nearby. Always enemies nearby. I'm waiting for the day that I go to lay down and like take a nap in real life, and I get the flavor text across my eyeballs that says there are enemies nearby. That's the day I decide to sleep with a knife under my bed. Ooh, we got some good gear off this bitch, so just take it all for now. I'm overweight. Why can I not? Oh yeah, because this mod, I gotta click a different button. I'm gonna drop all those chest pieces. That's a leather helm. It's the same as what I got on. Chain greaves are better. Gloves are obviously good. Fatty. Yeah, I am a fatty right now. I got 72 out of 91 pounds. Need to get to a town and sell this shit. I may do that. I may check the map in a second. Go to the nearest town. Fucking fuck a Spriggan. Right, now I just need to run away, and I'm kind of in a tight spot. Okay. Hopefully I'm far enough away now. It's a little bit of health, a little bit. Okay, that time it didn't get erupted. How nice. Where am I at? You can't fast travel with enemies nearby. Fuck. Spoke too soon. What about here? Nope, still enemies nearby. Where are they? It's that Spriggan again. I see her like lurking all the way the fuck over there. Alright, come on. Jumping's not a good idea. Stop doing that. I just know a lot of Doom and New Who lore, and I get excited when I have the rare chance to put the knowledge that I use. Yeah, me too. I know the feeling. It's like me with Fallout and Elder Scrolls lore. The classic meme of invites a girl over just to tell her Elder Scrolls lore all night. That's me. Like, we can have sex, but you better let me tell you Elder Scrolls lore before and after. I think I'm good to go now. Let's look for a town. Zoom in. Towns. I'm at here. Nearest town is the Dead Wolf Tavern. Probably not a good place to go. I don't want to go to a tavern. I'm going to go to an actual town. Let's head towards Hatunia. Hatunia sounds like a good place. Hatunia. However you say that. Only 6 hours away. Not too bad at all. It's like 6 minutes real life time. I'm more of a during kind of guy myself. Just like in between each thrust you tell him about. Okay, so the first there's Molak Ball, and then there's Sheagor. That's why you gotta let him agree to you tying him up first, so they can't do anything about it once you start. Oh shit. This conversation went from like, it started off with Star Wars to here. You know the Easter egg in Skyrim where there's I think it's the bee and barb? No, it's the other place in Riften that's got the ooh shit. About fell. It's got the shackles on the back of the bed. You go back there. That's why those shackles are there. So that lady can shackle up men and tell them Elder Scrolls lore while she rides them. Got a fair bit of health back. How far am I away? Not far at all. I don't want to stop and do an actual rest just yet. Is the travel guy still with me? Jesus, go away. I don't want you. I figured it'd been like, I don't know how long I have left on that quest. Let's double check. 4 days. Okay. Then 4 more days he'll leave. I don't see like a town anywhere on the horizon, so that kind of makes me worry. I was hoping I'm going to a big town, you know, someplace where I can drop off all my goods. I should make a fair bit of money though. I do have a full inventory. So I know for a fact I picked one of my negative debuffs to be I'm not able to wear Orcish. And I think let me double check what all I got here. Ooh, I have a disease as well. Let's check what that is. I've been poisoned. Fuck. That's not good. I don't have any cure poison. Okay, well, I think it's history. Immunity to paralysis, spell absorption in general, increased magery, forbidden material orcish, and forbidden weaponry longblade. Yeah, forbidden weaponry is what I chose. So I use daggers. Daggers and a bow for this build, of course. This is my magic archer build, so you know. Mainly going to be using a bow once I have the stats I need to effectively use a bow. But right now, using a bow, I'm probably just going to miss more than I have arrows to shoot. Let's rest a little bit. Fuck. Enemies for the 1000th fucking time. What is it this time? Oh, it's an orc. Orc. Sometimes orcs are strong, sometimes orcs are weak. It's 50-50. I really just... Okay, didn't want to risk getting hit there. I don't even know if I can pick up all this guy's stuff. Potion of cure poison? How fucking convenient is that? Look at that shit. Oh, that's not the potion. Where's the potion? There it is. Hell yeah. And I was able to take all this stuff. How important is mining to you in Terraria? Because I was planning to bring the digging mount and won't if you are hellbent on that. I'm not super hellbent on it. It's not that big of a deal. You know me in the survival games. I like to build. So probably 90% of the time, y'all are going to be doing shit and I'm just going to be building. Useless buildings. I like playing with Legos. That's the enjoyment I get out of survival games. I heard a bow shot, but all I see is a bat. So that's concerning. Okay, so I really have to take a piss. This is a very inconvenient time to pause it at. But yeah, I will be right back, y'all. Alright guys, I am back. However, I'm not gonna play for too much longer. That is the wrong spell. Shit. I'm gonna fix my sound real quick. Turn my sound down. Meaning to turn my music down while the music was playing in the background. I'm gonna make it to the town I was getting to because I don't want to like stop in the middle of the fucking forest and start off next episode getting attacked by everything again. But yeah, it is 5 a.m. here. And I'm gonna take a break. I've been going for like almost 2 hours now. Hopefully I'm able to travel. Nope. It is just a bat, but it's a scary bat. Okay, she's dead. Enemies nearby. Oh yeah, there's that archer down there too. Shit. This is a risky situation. Probably smarter for me to just run away. This is permadeath, so I can't be making stupid decisions all the time. So let's run away for a bit until I'm able to travel. Damn. What about here? Okay, let's heal. Heal up as much as I can. The Spriggan. Fuck. See, most of the time, if it's like a Spriggan, Centaur, a Tiger, etc., you know, most high-level enemies, I'm not gonna fight them. It's just not worth it. They will one-shot me. That Spriggan is, you know, Spriggans work the same as they do in every other game. They're masters of restoration. So it'd take a minute for me to kill it, and it'll probably just one-shot me. Alright, hopefully I'm far enough away to heal. That's good enough. Hey, look, a level. So one in the strength, one in the int, one in the will, one in the agility. I'll put one in endurance, and one in the speed. I like to spread my stats out a little evenly. This is pretty good looking stats here. Now I'm level 3. You have ascended to level 3. You realize that you're catching up on the secret of success. It's just a matter of concentration. Best mod ever. Level up messages. It was Morrowind that added those in. Morrowind is one of my favorite games. I still can't travel because there's enemies nearby. Let's check how close I am though. Oh, I can't do that. I can't even pull up the map at all because there's enemies nearby. If you hear my cat meowing in the background, just ignore it. I'll get up in a second whenever I end the stream to let him out. That boy is an alarm clock for wanting out and wanting back in. Alright, what about now? Yay, I can run straight up the mountain. This is gonna... Okay, I thought it was just gonna be like a 90-degree slope when I got to the top. Now I can see how close I am. Just a pinch away. So close. It looks like there's a town to the right over there. I may just like, you know, kind of push my way towards there. Yeah, that might be smarter. Use travel options. So I'll get really close about here. Yeah, here we go. There's a town. Place looks nice and comforting. At least I accomplished a lot in this episode, making it pretty far on the permadeath save. You squint your eyes in the sun. Must be hot here. I am like really close to the desert anyways. So. Yeah, no. Probably is a little hot. Fresh fish is being sold. You're entering Neranus. Aranis, is that how you say that? Got a courier deliver me a message. That's neat. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the shop, sell my shit there. If there's a shop here. There's two. Okay, there's sort of one on the corner over here. That's probably the easiest to get to. page steps forward, letter for you, Cupid, thanks. So I got 2 letters now. This is the one for the Princess of Wayrest, and this is probably Berenzia. Yeah. Yeah, so this is 2 main quest letters. I'm not super worried about doing the main quest. Like I said, I'm not going to be using any like fast travel. And Daggerfall is pretty far away. So I'm probably just going to ignore the main quest on this character, because you can do that in Daggerfall. You'll just fail it. Failing the main quest is not so bad. Just get a message says you failed, and that's it. Lord Varar store. Hello, Dodge. I think is how you say that. Let's sell our shit here. Everything that I can. All this stuff. Almost 900 gold, but it's only gonna give me 300. Sweet. So I've made some pretty decent upgrades. This is a great saving point. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time.